Good evening, you guys. It is December the 19th. Tonight, you're going to need a body towel. We're going to have that as an option for a couple of overhead work things that we're going to be doing. You're going to need 1 or 2 pairs of weights. If you have 2 pairs of weights, go ahead and grab them. And a couple of different bands. We're going to do some leg work. We're only doing 1 banded leg work, but it's quite a long song. So if you want to change out, you're going to need to be able to do that. And then if you've got a couple of cloth grocery sacks, you're going to want to go ahead and pre-stock those with maybe your yoga block. If you've got a ball or another odd weight, you can put that in there. The bags do not have to weigh evenly. We're going to be using the farmer carry as part of an interval for sit and stand, so you'll need 2 of those. The bags do not need to be the same weight. In fact, I prefer if they're slightly off so that you can change hands and you're working on your functional core movement. So we're going to start off with a warm-up. Make sure your area is clear. You know what's on the floor so that you're cognizant of your tripping hazards. And you've got your water where you need it, when you need it. And if you are overdressed, make sure you're layered in that overdressing so that you can take those things off as you need to. Because even though it's cold, it's very easy to get overly warm when you're going. So we're going to start with a good warm-up. All right, I'll stop that before it runs away with us. Okay, so we're going to get into intervals. Make sure you've got a nice long area to move. So you know how far back and how far forward you can go. What we're going to do is we're simply going to move forward and backwards as quickly, as intently as we can for 10 seconds. When the timer stops, you will have 4 seconds to catch your breath. So wherever you stop, stop. Get a drink real quickly if you need to. When it starts again, you're just going to go back and forth as intently as you can. So you don't have to restart at the beginning. You don't have to stop at the end, whatever. You just stop where you are, catch your breath. We're going to do that 6 times. 6 times. Let me get this open and set because it tends to go to sleep when I'm not looking. And I'm going to reset it. Y'all can hear that, right? Okay, I'm going to, this has a 5-second countdown, and I'm going to hit that. Ready? Forward and back. Up and back. Catch your breath. And here we go. You ready? Woo. Get a drink if you need to. All right, so you kind of know what the intensity is going to be there. The 4 seconds to catch your breath, literally 4 seconds. Okay.
I couldn't hear the timer then. Sorry.
Okay, no, that's okay. That's why I was kind of cool down. Oh, stop, Lordy. All right. I will make sure that there's a little echo chamber here for it. And that's also why I was trying to verbally go, okay, stop and go. So the next set of intervals will be side to side. So it's the shuffle, but be very mindful of what your feet are doing. If you don't want to go high and fast, which is, you can also go low and do this almost like a sliding hip hinge. And that's the intensity of it. You're taking the big step, you're moving yourself through the space, okay? So what I'm gonna do, it's another heavier song. I'm actually gonna start the song and then the timer because the timing is fairly close. Nobody's gonna die if we don't get it done exactly on time. So, sideways. Again, I will cue, stop, go. So that if you're not hearing the timer exactly correctly, that's okay. I'm gonna try to cue it as well. I'm gonna start this. Are you ready? 5 seconds. And go. And stop. And go. And stop. And go. Good. Is that space? And stop. And go. And stop. And go. And stop. Last one. Go. Good. Stop. Hips. Knees. And we'll let that strong itself down. I forgot to cool down 20 minutes, 20 seconds. All right. Was the timing and pacing better on that one for you guys? With the cueing? All right. And the next one, I'm going to give us 5 seconds instead of 4 because I'm feeling generous. But I'm also changing the cool down because that's ridiculous. We just need it to be 5 like everybody else, which means our rounds have gone up. to 7 or 8 rounds. Yes. So take your chair and brace it against something that's not going to move. We're going to do mountain climbers from the braced on the chair position. So basically what you'll do is, for instance, my table is braced against my wall right now. And you'll put your hands here. And mountain climbers are where you're picking your feet up. And you can do the feet switch, or you can keep your feet picked up like you're running an incline. And then you'll have 5 seconds. And I'll cue it if I don't run out of air. So we will do 7 of those, 10 seconds, but you've got 5 seconds to rest. Yay, team. I know, right? Okay. Let me make sure everything is copacetic. Okay. That is ready to rumble. So we're going to start this. And as soon as that means 5-second countdown, don't forget. Ready? And go. 10 seconds. And stop. And go. And stop. And go. And go. Good. Stop. Right there. And go. And stop. Shake it out. Shake out those hands. And go. And stop. Shake it out. Step up. And go. And stop. One more. Here we go. And walk. Walk, walk, walk. Woo. All right. Shake your hands out, especially, just go ahead and take your thumbs, especially if you're bracing right here on your palms. Give them a little love. Take your chair and set it out of the way. If it's in your way, set it out of your way. If it's not, don't worry about it. The next song we're going to be doing bicep curls and 1 foot balance. So basically, you'll come up and down, up and down. The thing about it is you don't just go up and down. You come up and hold it and down. So the hold on your side can be a little longer if you want it to, but you've got to make sure you get that kind of internal 1 count at least. We'll listen to, it's Deck the Halls is coming up, so another fun version. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my weights for biceps. And that's what we're gonna do here. 1 foot balance. And then we're gonna actually take it into doing some step while we're at it. Here we go. Waiting for that song to end. There we go. So it's about balance, working on hip flexors. Good. Of course, doing slow biceps is just form. forward, and step back. This is slow motion movements. Good. On your lift, try to get that knee as high as possible. Hold it, and then put it down. Good. You need to take your weights a little lighter and a little lower for better balance. Okay, so you can go out here and get that more super balance here. This is not working for you. Then just for your arms are going tight. Good. Whoa. And it is going into the closing moments of the song. Or not, I was just hard enough to wait. Not doing this little part. Good. Outside just change direction. Good. And we're going to call that done. Go ahead and put those weights and any other thing that you want to put in your bag for farmer's carry. So I'm going to put one of my 6-pounders in one bag. I've got my block in here as well. And in my other one, I have a 5-pounder. And then I also have both of my 3-pounders. So I'm going to put one in each bag. So I'm going to have 9 in one, 8 in the other, and 2 very odd shaped things. Now, if you want to add other things like a box of something or a can or a small pillow or a book, totally welcome to do so. And my weights are actually going 2 different directions, which makes it kind of fun as well. And then you're going to get your chair, make sure it's braced against something. You're going to be able to stand. You'll have the bags on either side, so go ahead and let's get that set up. Woo. Hopefully you don't have the bags that have the handles that you got to chase around, okay? Get them set right next to you. Flip your handles so that where they're both on one side or the other so that you can find them relatively quickly and not hiding from you. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit on the front edge of the chair. The timer is going to run the same as we did a while ago. You will grab your handles, stand up, walk forward, come back, sit down. Grab the handles, stand up. And once you pick up the handles, you don't have to let go. You're going to sit down, stand up, go forward, come back, sit down, stand up, go forward. Pardon me. When the timer goes off, simply take your breather, come back and sit down. So during the 10 seconds, your goal is to stand up, move forward, come back as many times as you can. I don't know what your length is. You want to have at least 2 or at least 3 strides if you can take before you have to come backwards. If you're in a short space and 2 is all you got, then 2 is fine. But it's the picking yourself up, walking forward, walking backwards, sitting down, picking it up, keeping yourself straight. So don't pick up like this. Make sure these are here, that you're keeping your arms and your body in line, using your legs to do the work for you. All right. Okie dokie. All right, so same interval. I'm gonna get this one set up. Sleigh bells ring. Okay. And I'm gonna start this, and then we'll have our 5-second countdown. If it started. Yes, it started. Here we go. 5 seconds. Stand up. Walk. And then walk backwards. Okay, reset. Switch hands. And begin your walk again. We'll get smoother as we go along, right? Sit. grocery run, ladies and gentlemen. How much stuff do you have in your car? Switch your hands and resets. There we go. This is number 6 out of 8. And switch your hands and reset. Carry, carry, carry. And switch those hands. This is the last one. That's the carry. And leave it right there. All right. Okay. We're going to do another interval. We're going to put our farmer's bags to the side for the moment. Unless your light weights are in there. If your light weights are in there, you might have grabbed them or your body towel. This is where you have that option. I am going to use the body towel because what we're going to do is do our sit, stand, move with our arms overhead. So using the body towel gives you something to grip onto. Okay. So sit, stand, move, go back, sit, stand, move, go back. I'm going to say, yeah. When you hear the beeps, or when I say, stop, you just head back to your chair and sit down again and get ready for the next thing. But keep your arms above. When we're in that break, you can take them down, but get ready to put your arms back up again. That is the thing we're working on. Standing up with our hands raised, weights or body towels, something in your hands for that. All right, here we go. Let me make sure this one, wake up. It always does this, goes to sleep. Like it's not working or anything. All right, next song, 5-second countdown. Here we go. And back. Touch. And return and stop. Your feet, arms down for a second. And here we go. All right, up and back. Your pacing may be different, totally fine. And stop. Arms down when I say stop. Ready? Go. And stop. Arms down. Arms up. And go. Arms down. Reset. Arms up. Smallest interval ever. Arms down. Reset. Arms up. Arms down. Reset. Arms up. Here we go. Arms down. Good. Reset. Arms up. This is the last one. And arms down. Woo-hoo. All right. Now, we're not going to be doing a timed interval. We're going to do a sit, stand, sit, lower. You can use your body towel because you're going to start here and you'll have the body towel with weights. You'll sit and raise. As you sit, you come here and then you will lower towards the floor, come back to center. So it's going to be sit, it's going to be stand, sit, lower, middle, stand, sit. So if you want weights, get your weights out. I'm going to grab my 3s For myself, you are allowed to use any weights you want, and or you could use your body towel. Body towel is perfect for that because you're able to allow and you're bending over. Make sure when you do your bend over though, your weights can be outside your legs, that you're keeping your back in that good position. You don't want to round your back. The idea is not to curl your back over and go towards your toes. It's to tuck your belly into the top of your legs with your arms going down. And remember, when you take your arms down, you do not want to look at the floor. Your back follows your chin. And if you're taking your chin or you're taking your eyeballs towards the floor, your back is going in that same direction. So if you're keeping your chin at that level forward, well, guess what? Your back stays in that good position so that you're not straining right there, because we're not trying to touch the floor. We're just doing a lean forward and a sit to stand with the raise. Okay, and you can be as close or as far away from the chair as you want to be. We'll just find a pattern and a timing that works for us. So, okay, here we go. All right, here we go. I stand up and press. And sit. And lean forward. Come back to center. And press. Good. Be mindful of that low back on this. Slow and steady. At any point, you can change your weights to your towel, vice versa. Feel free to do so. Right at my stance on the next. So that when I sit down and lower my weights, still keep my chin up, lower the center, lower the thigh, raise nice and tall. Well seated, we're taking the weights down. Right now, first my back into the cat curve. Last one. Come up. We're done. Going to give our hands a break and we're going to go to the band. So get the band of your choice around your ankles. I'm going to move my chair out of the way. Got a ladybug that's crawling around on my floor and I'm trying not to step on it because she keeps wanting to come into the no-go zone. All right. What we're going to do on this is we're going to do diagonal step outs. So you'll be at your home position, you step here or here, here or here. Any pattern that you choose. The idea being step long and return without bringing your legs absolutely together. You don't want to lose the tension on your ankles, okay? I'm going to roll this up just a skosh so it's not sitting like too low. So let's hear, the holiday hop. That's why I picked this one, because it was a good song to do too. Here we go. So you can see where it goes. This is on the step. Ready? Step and back. Take a big step and return. Step and back. Big step. So you can set up your own pattern. Stretch that band as far as it wants to go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, 1, 2, 1. Switch it up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Singles. And whatever pattern you want to do. One more. And take this guy off. Shake those legs out, lift those heels up, lift your knees up and down, and up and up and down. All right, little hip hula. One of my kids coming back home. All right, little side, put little hip shot right here so you get that stretch in. Okay, what are we doing next? We're doing spike the eggnog. I think we're lunging here. So if you want to have a chair to assist you with that, or actually, we're going to use our farmer carry bags for this. So go ahead, and if you took stuff out of them, reload it. If you did not, don't worry about it. So spike the eggnog, move the chair. Okay. Now, basically, you're going to have the bags in your hand, and you're just going to come into a bit of a front lunge. Don't overextend on your knee, and then come back up. Bit of a front lunge, come back up. And then we'll do the same with the reverse. We'll go here and come back up. We're going to have that little bit of a pause. If the front knee things bother you, simply do the reverse ones the whole time, okay? Here we go. Let's do the front ones first. Step. And of course, you may have to adjust your handles. Keeping your shoulders in line with your hips. Let's do 2 more. And push. 1 more. All right, let's do our reverse ones. Get those toes. If you're barefooted, lay those toes out now. Lay those toes. Wide toes and toe box working together there. Again, 2 more. Now, at this point, you can do any combination. I'm going to redo my hand grips because I might need to be a little bit shorter. And any way you want to do your lunges, keeping your shoulders even with your hips. So the bags, they're moving a little bit, but don't let them drag you. Here we go. Any way you want to do it. I'm not leaning forward when I do my front lunges. Keeping my back upright. Here we go. Any pattern you want. I tend to like my reverse lunges more than my front lunges. But I'm going to do a couple more of those. Good. All right. And go ahead and hook. All right. Hands. We're going to go to the floor and do bird dogs. So if you've got a place to do that, simply adjust your camera real quick. I will tilt it down just a smidge. There I are. So what we're going to do, we're going to do our bird dogs. Turn it at an angle. Get your hands set. Make sure you take that leg back. We're going to come up. Always going to hold, pull it in, and hold. We might come down and change it. You can change it if you want to, as long as you've got that hold, and that helps take a little bit of the pressure. You can do it flat-handed. If you can't do it because of your wrists, then you want to do strong wrists, flat knuckles. Thumb is not tucked in. It's either across your fingers or out to the side as an extra way to balance. Again, find your pattern here. Whew. I'm gonna start flat-handed and see how long I last with this one. All right, let's do left hand out first, right foot out first. Come up. Let's draw it in. We're gonna do 4 here. 1, and hold. 2, and hold. 3, and open. 4, take it up, and bring it back down. And we're gonna do 4 on the other side so we get our counts in. So, right hand out, left hand back. Bring it up, draw it in, and hold, and in. That's number 2, and hold. 3, and hold. 4, and hold, and bring it in. From this point, you don't have to do the set. You can kind of go straight up, draw it in, straight out, and down on your own count. Ready? Up, in, out, and down. Up, in, and you can go slower if you need to. I work better on a rhythm. But you're at home. You can go as fast or slow as you want to. Just make sure you're getting that nice straight arm and leg off the back. Here, and draw, and here, and here. And down. Run a bridge. Do 2 more. Finish the one you're on. Last one. Now, widen your knees. We're going to sit back towards our heels. Since we're already on the floor, we're going to get this stretch while we're here. Bend your elbows. Take yourself flat. Breathe into and out of the stretch. And walk your hands in front of you as far as they'll go. Press into your shoulders a little bit while we're here. We're at the floor, we need to take advantage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly and carefully walk your hands in. And we're going to come up. Yeah, good to go. Okay, we're coming back up. And I'm letting that run. Why? Why did you turn? There we go. Pick up the farmer bags. Sorry about that, guys. I want to get a closer grip to the bag itself, so I have a little more control over it. I'm going to do a little bit of a stance here. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to go into one hip, like we're almost touching the floor. So you're doing we'll go to the right hip, press that hip back, let the bag slide down, and come up. So we're doing a little single hip hinge. So the weights are going to be moving, but you got to focus on the one leg, pushing back into that left hip for the heel. Keeping your belly button tucked forward. So your lumbar is in good position. Shoulders. And we're going to stay slow and steady with this. As bothers you, you can always put the weights down. Focus on just just doing the single leg hinge. One leg. Back we go over. Make sure you lift the toe of the open leg. There you go. So taking that hip back. Good. Focus and press. Nice job, ladies. And Dean. Dean, if you're not doing a nice job, Chamber. Last one. Ooh. All right. Go ahead and grab your seven ways we're going to do abs. Sorry, I just split right on my glasses. That's not my other ways. Just hold it here. So what we're going to do is you're going to have your hands folded and you're just going to tilt side to side. So if you don't have to do the metronome move, your hands stay tucked in, they're not going anywhere. You're just basically trying to tuck your elbow into your hip. We want to keep our sternum up and open and right, away from our belly button. We're not trying to draw in and forward. Good. All right. We're just holding our hands at the 90-degree position. Keep them nice and tight. Tuck your elbow into your hip. As you're going along, you want to do a little heel-toe movement and widen your stance. Every couple of beats or so. The idea here is keeping your sternum up and open, your belly button right where it is. We're not trying to beat the belly button at all. Make sure your lumbar is doing okay. 3, 2, 1. Hands down, same thing. You're not changing. You just now have long arm resistance. Shoulders. And I'm actually going to let my weights go long. I've got one finger just kind of running down that. Using as few fingers as possible to hold onto the head, so I'm working on my grip strength at the same time. I'm going to take it first just my thumb and maybe say my pinky or my ring finger. All the rest of my fingers are open and out. So those two fingers, those two digits are in charge of the whole. 3, and up. 3, and up. So let's get in there in between that. Down, down. You don't want it to be jerky. Functioning household. They're all taking turns today. Two, and 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and put your weights down, and we're going to stretch. Let's start with the arms, the last thing we were working on. Fingers, open and close. Open them and then draw them in, open and draw them in, and then let's do the reverse, 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 and then around, and then the other way, up and down. Curl them in, up, and curl them towards your wrist. One more time. Now, take your arms long, turn them all the way. Use your thumbs as your guide. Your object is to take your thumb as far into rotation as you can. Your fingers are just open and splayed. Add the shoulders. Roll your shoulders forward as you bring your hands forward together. Still the thumbs are your guide here. One more. Push. Now notice I've got a little bit of bend here. You want to push. We're gently doing this because tendons in your elbow tend to get a little cranky when you're holding things for a long period of time. So we're going to stretch them and then fold them. As you go out, press the palms. And as you come in, relax your fingers and just let them dangle. And then press. They're not dangling, they're just hanging around your ankle. One more time. And then from here, press. Split fingers are splayed. And just press like you've got a lot of air in there. Turn it. Roll the shoulders away from the spine. Stretching your hands in front of you. Just kind of arch your spine back a little bit. Push your spine between those shoulder blades. Turn your hands over. You're going to go into big open. Pushing your shoulder blade towards your sternum, or your spine towards your sternum, and your shoulder blades towards each other. Chin up. Chin to neutral. Fold your hands in. And if you can, go behind your head. Lace your fingers if that works for you. Put your head right in that cradle. Press your elbows back. You want to get a stretch through your armpits. So just hold this position if you can. For 3, 2, 1. Bring your elbows in. Now don't pull your head forward when you do this. Keep your head steady. Bring your elbows up and you're pulling your shoulder blades from the bottom, raising your elbows a little bit. You should feel a nice little stretch there, but you gotta hold your neck steady and not heel forward with it. 3, 2, 1. Relax your shoulders. Let your hands gently roll down. And then we're going to find a place to brace the bit and just roll the ankles. And the other way. I know y'all can freestand, but you know what? You need to take the time to circle and circle. A quick little hip hula. Make sure your spine is in good condition. And the other way. Let's take one good little breath here. And down. All right, you guys, thank you for joining me tonight. And we will see you next time.